Hey everybody, Rich Lovell with the Vacuum Baseball Barn, Master Instructor with Epstein Hitting System and Online Hitting Academy. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit the notifications button in order to see all our future videos. So I wanted to go over something today. This is not necessarily a hitting drill or anything of that nature, but I think it's just as important because players get discouraged, and some parents as well, when the player goes from in the cage to the batter's box. So this is basically what we're going to talk about. How do we take our cage swing, or how do we take that swing that we've tried to retool in the off season from bat drag, casting, throwing the bat, whatever we were doing. Maybe we kept our knees bent, our head lateral forward, forward movement, and now we've got all that straightened out. But how do we take this now out to an at bat or a batter's box? So this would be my recommendation, and this is something I talk to with campers, parents, coaches all the time, because all you ever see me doing after I get a player's swing retool is front toss from about 10 to 12 feet away. So the idea behind this would be, my swing is basically perfect, and I get out in the batter's box and then I can't really hit it. Give yourself some time there. Start with front toss. Again, I'm a believer in front toss. I'm not necessarily a guy that hits off the machine or has to stand back at 60 feet or 46 feet or 50 feet and try to throw game speed. No one's going to be able to throw that accurate. You can base your timing from 10 to 12 feet away. And one of the ways to do that is as the tosser begins his arm backwards, that's when you begin your move here. And then if you're early, here's something that's very important. Let me stop right there. If you're early, go ahead and make your swing, and if the ball comes by after you're finished, then great. Then you know when to make your adjustment. Now, instead of when his arm begins to move, wait till his arm begins to come forward, and that's where you make your adjustment there, and you should be pretty close to on time. Because by the time your front foot gets down, that's going to be out of his hand, and then it's only going to be about 8 feet away as you're beginning here, and then you'll begin to make contact somewhere out in front of your front foot. So that's key on trying to get your timing. And then in that, begin to work on your rhythm and tempo, whatever you do. If your feet are moving back and forth, if you're tapping the barrel, if you tend to waggle a little bit up here, whatever it is you do for your rhythm and tempo, start working that in. And then as your tosser's hand begins to go back, if that's your cue, or as it begins to come forward, if that's your cue, that's where you want to start timing this waggle as you go back and then forward. Or if you're tapping, tap up and then back down. Whatever that case or whatever that motion is for you. That's the best way to take a swing that you've been working on in the off season, and everything gets crushed. Everything gets crushed from the impact bag to the swing away to the backspin tee, excuse me, and then on into maybe some machine stuff as you're working on contact, and then extension, that you can take that and start working it on into your full swing to be able to make contact with the ball somewhere out on your foot. From that point, you're always going to start working a little bit outside, a little bit inside. And I mean this by, if you take 1 to 2 pitches on the outside, get 4, 5, 6 down the middle. We want to work more down the middle so that we can attack that mistake pitch by the pitcher as opposed to always focusing out here. You're going to make that adjustment, release a little bit early and make contact with the outside, or release a little bit later, make contact on the inside. Listen, hope that helps you out. If you have any other questions on that, send me a message. Always enjoy responding and talking hitting with people. Don't forget to subscribe, share us with your friends, and then check out our Facebook page for upcoming events, camps, and the Online Academy.